asked my partner grandfather to show me some old-time behavior. I told him, well, I tired supper. I can't please my friends or my neighbor. He told me, well, mighty composer, as a young man you should know better. When you see you want to maneuver, don't try to please your own mother. If it comes to thinking, when you're thinking, think like a Viking. If it comes to drinking, when you're drinking, drink like a Viking. God, if it comes to living, when you're living, live like a Viking. If it comes to giving, when you're giving, give like a Viking. God, if it comes to chewing, when you're chewing, chew like a Viking. Yeah, if it comes to doing, when you're doing, do like a Viking. Yeah. In the old time days of not so long, when you hear them Vikings coming down, not even a person could be found, not a gossip, old talk or a sound, for they killing all the men around, all the women would be gagged and bound.
It's okay.
Well, morning, the thing start. Somebody getting coffee. Lord! Let me catch my breath. Come on.
Yes.
You remember the guy when he said the Vikings are coming? The
The Berserkers are coming.
The Vikings are here. Morning. Yes. Mics, get at least kind of close to mics. Oh. Yeah. So, who's going to introduce everybody?
Oh, I can do.
Oh yeah, Paul, you could do that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm Paul. I'm from DDL. Looking forward to an insane event this upcoming Saturday. And in the studio with me, we have the most beautiful of all Vikings, Alex Nutterland.
What's up?
And then the second most beautiful Viking on the island, it's Scott Egon.
Yeah, that's me.
And of course from national TV in Norway, NRK, and also a contestant on Saturday, Sindre!
Hey! Hello.
And of course the two queens of darts, Tala and Stina. What's up?
Hi everyone.
All right, so welcome to Tobago and welcome to Radio Tambrin. A couple of years ago, in my other incarnation as an advisor to the THA on sport tourism, along with a team that included Assemblyman Clark and Assemblyman Niall George, two administrators and the CEO of Yidicot, we did travel to the UK to an event that's called Teams Europe, and it was essentially a travel market for sport. And we met Paul and the UK agent, and what did we say?
I think you were the only team actually having a good time there. You were laughing all week.
And then when we met these guys, we say, you're going to Charlottesville.
Yeah,
remember?
That was the spot.
Yeah, that was the spot. So, who's going to do the history, tell the community? We live also this morning. You can see Radio Tambrin online or Facebook page and on YouTube. Are we on Norwegian television, or is that, are we going to be?
Yeah. We're working with the whole death diving competition is gonna be live on the Norwegian television, and also we wanna promote the whole island, Tobago.
Right, and that was what we were looking for. We were looking for events that would bring people to Tobago in the first instance, but then promote Tobago internationally. So how many hits we looking for?
Yeah, so the event on Saturday is going to be broadcasted to over 60 countries, reaching over 200 million households. And the organic reach and everything we do on social media is going to exceed 30 million views. Woo! Let's go!
Okay, you can leave now. who's going to tell us a little bit of the history of dodge diving and who we need to look for, who's going to win, and we need to start talking trash right away. So just so you know.
Yeah, I think we can leave that to the athletes.
Well,
Scott, come on.
Yeah, come on.
All right. So the history of death diving, it's to pick up girls, in Oslo. We want to impress
Has
them.
management approved this guy to speak in public?
100%.
It was made in the 60s to pick up girls, to splash them, to get their attention, and that's what we still do.
So where are you from?
From Norway.
From Norway. You both from Norway?
Yes.
All right, but we are having a number of people because this is the World Championships. First time the World Championships are being held outside of Oslo. Who's going to win, but what countries are represented?
So we have 8 nations represented. So Spain is coming, France is coming, the US is coming. We have so many great athletes representing. And I think the big question is which country is going to win? Because back in the days, it was always Norwegians, but we don't know anymore.
Which country beside Tobago? Yeah.
But we need some athletes from Tobago. Because
Yes.
still it's no people death diving from Tobago.
So
Yeah, I
let's
met somebody yesterday. They come up to me in the cafe and it was like a guy that jumped and he wanted to qualify.
So qualifying takes place on Saturday in the morning
That's correct.
at 10 o'clock. There are 2 opportunities for you to be included in the qualifier. On Wednesday, we have on Thursday, it's Dodds Academy, where you can go and learn the rules of Dodds. If you haven't jumped off the rock in Black Rock or anything like that, this is probably not a good time to start. But if you have a clue, you learn it. And there would also be, because we do expect some people coming from Trinidad, on Saturday morning as well, there would be a pre-event briefing that starts at 9 a.m. So you got to get there early. And then you can participate in the qualifier that starts at 10 and hopefully get one of the few remaining spaces in the final for Saturday afternoon. Right?
Yeah, and we really want everybody to come because we want to maximize the number of local divers here.
Right.
And you know how Scotty say it was all about picking up girls?
Yeah.
But some of the toughest competitors are actually the girls in this. So I met some Tobagan girls yesterday, and they were talking to me. They want to try death diving.
Yeah.
So we want them to also come and try it. Like all the girls, all the boys, everyone's included, because it's all about just being tough, a bit stupid in the head, and just going for it 100%.
No, he's totally right. Girls, come on in.
This is going to be fun. It is Saturday. All of the arrangements are being made. But Kamau, I know that the next thing I say is going to provoke you to start to ask questions. The arrangement is for 3 years in the first instance.
Okay. Well, it sounds interesting. We will see from this year the direction in which it is heading. What are the objectives?
It's down. It's down.
No, but I know, we know gravity works, right? So, the objective I see are twofold. Directly bring persons to Tobago and also promote the island in terms of a longer, getting more tourists to visit Tobago at the end of the day. So it has started because Radio Tambrin is worldwide. So this morning we would be initiating that first objective, which would be to promote the island, have more persons around the world know about Tobago and what we have to offer and so on. And then you all are here, so therefore we have tourists.
Very easy.
Right? So it's clear, it's straightforward what the exercise is about. This is the first year, so it's early. Probably next year, at the end of the event next year, we would see whether we are starting to really achieve the objectives in a sustainable way. And if there's interest, if people are satisfied with the island as a venue, a site for having the event.
And I think that's the overall objective. Because to get serious for a moment and put on my official, when we visited the UK, there's a tremendous amount of interest by people for non-traditional sport travel. because the big thing about this kind of sport travel is almost the environment that it is in.
Right.
Right. So, Steiner, you did think you were gonna get in and not get to talk, right? No.
No.
First of all, tell us a little bit about the history of the places that you've been, that we've had dodge diving in the past, including this season, and then your first impressions when you went to Charlottesville 2 days ago.
Yeah, so before it used to be just in Norway, but 3 years ago we started then in Scandinavia, Sweden, Denmark, and the sport has been growing so much and so quickly for the past years. So this year we've been in France, we've been in US. The last years we've been really trying to build the sport in the US, and I don't even remember now all the places we've been, but Fort Lauderdale, Austin, Texas, many beautiful locations, many very nice venues. But when we came to Tobago and I saw Charlottesville, I was like, this is the nicest venue I've ever seen. This is going to be the top location, and I think also for the athletes, they're going to share so much content. These are content creators. They make their own content in the big platforms. So I think Tobago is going to be very visible, and it's going to be shown very beautifully.
I just have to add one thing. I think the combination of this island being so wild and so true to the nature side of it, and it's authentic in so many ways. Coming to Charlottesville, seeing the local fishermen and everything, I think there is a match made in heaven here with our sport, because we're all about exploring the world, challenging ourselves, challenging the travel routes that we do, and this is definitely a destination that's a good match for the competition.
So this is not just being said for television, because I was smart enough to pick them up on the airport, right? And take them to Charlottesville. Professor, you ready?
That song in better, me walk right away. If you see how they all in this camp and them friends you bunk.
Like I was the one not ready?
Say that again.
Yes.
Like the whole area and it's so.
This is the most beautiful spot we've ever had an event in. This
No,
is
no,
going to be sick.
dream come true. This is a dream scenario. Fantastic location. What a paradise.
Yeah.
So that was what was initially said on the day. You didn't expect to hear that back, right? Tali, you've been here twice because you were here for the site visit and all that.
Yeah.
Were you able, when you went back after the site visit, to explain to them what you had seen?
So I tried, but these guys, no, I weren't, because Tobago is so unique, so different from Norway and anything else we have seen. So I think they really got like a shock when they actually came here, because you didn't really understand how beautiful, how wild, how perfect it was, right?
Exactly. Yeah, you tried to tell us.
I tried.
Yeah, you tried. But we were kind of shocked when we came here. And the spot for the competition is so beautiful. Charlottesville is amazing.
Yeah, it's the most authentic spot we have, I think. Yeah.
Definitely.
All right. So, of course, we continue to roll out the logistics and all of that. You are here. The main event starts about 4 p.m., but you're encouraged to come to Charlottesville. The way it's being presented in Charlottesville is being presented by the community. The community has come forward and they have promised certain things like power washing areas and that kind of stuff. And then I understand that the dodge divers are going to join in the cleanup beforehand.
Exactly.
So that's part of it. And then, well, something else happened as well. That wasn't the only thing that happened. Right, in Charlottesville, when we got there, I would say that this would qualify as being immediately embraced by the community, because so we were walking down the beach, and Joe walked up to the group and he said, Miss Aliko, would you and your friends help me? I am trying to put my boat into the water. And then this happened.
So we are in Charlottesville, and the Dodds team has been asked by a fisherman to assist him in getting his boat into the water. And I don't help because I am the cameraman. This is a 1,000-word video. This is a 1,000-word video.
Happened. So just in case it wasn't clear that the community of Charlottesville is on board, we're going about Charlottesville measuring lines for putting down lines and so on. Joe, he woke up and said, would you guys help me put my boat in the water? They couldn't believe it. They say, he's just like, so we are like just people in the village. I said, of course you are. You better be able to lift a boat. But I got smart on them. I was like the cameraman, so I didn't take my shoes off. I didn't go halfway into the water. I didn't do any of this stuff. I just took pictures. So, again, for the benefit of all, before we go, let me revise that we are... first thing is, Dodds Academy takes place on Thursday, so you have an opportunity to come in and do pre-race briefing and learn about the sport and all the disciplines. It can happen again on Saturday morning. The qualifiers, preliminaries, if you want to call that, start at 10, gives us an opportunity to dry run everything as well, and then at about 4 p.m. or so, it's the main event. Let me take the opportunity on behalf of the organization I represent in this circumstance, Tobago House of Assembly, say thanks to you all for choosing Tobago, to agreeing to come to Tobago. The Chief Secretary is fully engaged as the Secretary for Sport, the Assistant Secretary for Sport, the Secretary for Tourism, and the Assistant Secretary for Tourism, who is responsible for sport tourism, are fully engaged in the exercise. A number of other players that I will not name this morning for risk of missing out on any one person. And we are looking forward to a wonderful weekend and at least 2 other similar wonderful weekends in years to come. And having gotten all the teething problems out of the way this year, we certainly will in future years expect that we'd have to open up that airport and bring in direct flights and maybe have 5 or 6 qualifiers the week before and so on. That's what we're looking forward for. We're looking forward for success. I understand that all the hotels and similar places in the East are sold out so far. So stay tuned for information as to how you can get to Charlottesville safely on the day. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for having us. See you on Saturday, guys.
All right, so the outro and the intro are the same.
Well, I asked my partner grandfather to show me some old-time behavior. I told him, well, I tired supper. I can't please my friends or my neighbor. He told me, well, mighty composer, as a young man you should know better. When you see you want to maneuver, don't try to please your own mother. If it comes to thinking, when you're thinking, think like a Viking. If it comes to drinking, when you're drinking, drink like a Viking. God, if it comes to living, when you're living, live like a Viking. If it comes to giving, when you're giving, give like a Viking. God, if it comes to chewing, when you're chewing, chew like a Viking. Yeah, if it comes to doing, when you're doing, do like a Viking. Yeah.
Value Optical. Our team of ophthalmologists, optometrists, and opticians will find the perfect eyewear solution for any need. The difference is real.
For all of your eyewear, Value Optical.
Value Optical, expert care for your eyes.
Jeez, this traffic not easing up. Best I have my Nestle peanut punch, yes? Hey, boss.